Many people choose the wrong mentor at work if they're looking for one at all, and that mistake is slowing down careers. Most professionals look for seniority or visibility or job title. But the wrong mentor doesn't just fail to help you, they reinforce the wrong habits. Today, we're working through an article on how to find the right mentor at work and how to actually ask them without feeling inexperienced or awkward. By the end of this, you'll know exactly what to look for and how to approach the conversation professionally. If we haven't met, I'm Derek Zardis from Biz English. I help professionals communicate clearly and lead confidently in English at work. Get your notebook ready and let's begin. Firstly, priming. Before you read anything, think carefully. Who has influenced your professional growth so far? Was it their title or their behavior? What skills do you need to develop right now to move forward? Why might you hesitate to ask for help? Without perspective on what you actually need, mentoring turns into polite small talk instead of real development. So now let's scan and look at the structure. The article moves in a deliberate order. Perspective first, observation second, alignment third, then the ask, then expectations and responsibility. Do you notice what's missing when you read through the article? There is no emphasis on hierarchy. The article is not about finding power, it's about finding alignment. Now, look at the highlighted vocabulary. Can you define each of these words? More importantly, can you use each one in a professional sentence? If not, that's where your growth is, and we'll work on that after the reading. Also, notice the tone of the article. It's direct, calm, and strategic. Now, we're going to watch the article being read on screen. Read along silently. Pay attention to how mentoring is framed as intentional career design, not emotional support. When it finishes, pause and read it aloud once. Yes, out loud. Focus on pacing. Stress words like perspective, alignment, initiative, and preparation. When you're ready, continue.
How to find the right mentor at work and actually ask them. Finding the right mentor at work can be a game changer for your professional growth. A strong mentoring relationship provides guidance, perspective, and insight that you simply cannot gain from experience alone. However, many professionals struggle not only with identifying the right mentor, but also with taking the initiative to actually ask for support. The first step is clarity. Before looking for a mentor, you need a clear understanding of what you want to develop. Are you aiming to improve leadership skills, navigate office politics, or prepare for a promotion? Without a defined goal, mentoring conversations often lose focus and fail to deliver value. Effective mentoring starts with self-reflection and intentional career planning. Once your goals are clear, focus on observation rather than job titles. The best mentor is not always the most senior person in the company. Look for someone whose career path, decision-making style, or communication approach you admire. Pay attention to how they handle pressure, give feedback, and influence others. These real-world behaviors matter more than hierarchy. Next comes alignment. A successful mentoring relationship depends on shared values and compatible working styles. If your mentor's priorities or leadership philosophy clash with yours, the relationship may feel forced. Chemistry matters. Mentoring works best when conversations feel natural, honest, and constructive. When it comes to asking, many professionals hesitate. They worry about rejection or appearing inexperienced. In reality, most senior professionals are open to mentoring as long as the request is respectful and specific. Instead of asking, "Will you be my mentor?" frame the conversation around learning. For example, you might say you value their experience and would appreciate occasional guidance on a particular area. This approach lowers the pressure and increases your chance of a positive response. It's also important to set expectations early. Mentoring does not mean constant availability or long meetings. Agree on frequency, format, and boundaries from the start. A short monthly conversation can be far more effective than vague, irregular contact. Finally, remember that mentoring is a two-way relationship. While mentors offer insight and advice, mentees bring preparation, curiosity, and follow-through. Showing appreciation, acting on feedback, and respecting time strengthens trust and keeps the relationship productive. Finding the right mentor takes effort, awareness, and courage. When done well, it accelerates learning, builds confidence, and helps you navigate your career with greater clarity and purpose.
You're back. I assume you have read the article and you're ready to go. So here are some comprehension questions to test your understanding. Why is perspective essential before choosing a mentor? Why does the article tell you to look beyond job titles? Why does alignment matter more than seniority? Why is asking for guidance smarter than formally asking for a mentor? And finally, what responsibility does the mentee carry? If you can answer those questions clearly, you understand the structure. Now, let's work on that vocabulary. Professional, related to career and conduct. Mentorship is a professional relationship, not a favor. Guidance, advice or direction. Strong mentors provide guidance, not control. Perspective, a way of viewing situations. A mentor gives you perspective you cannot create alone. Initiative, acting independently. If you don't take initiative, mentoring will stall. Observation, watching behavior closely. You choose mentors through observation, not assumptions. Alignment, capability in values and approach. Without alignment, conversations feel forced. Hesitate, pause due to uncertainty. Many professionals hesitate because they fear rejection. Expectations, agreed standards or boundaries. Clear expectations protect both sides. Preparation, readiness before action. Preparation is what separates serious mentees from casual ones. This language is intentional. Mentorship is not accidental, it's designed. Now it's time for reflection. Write down 1 or 2 sentences about each of these questions. If you were to seek a mentor this quarter, what exactly would you ask for guidance on? Who in your environment demonstrates behaviors you respect under pressure? Are you prepared to follow through on feedback if you receive it? Mentorship is not about dependency. It's about acceleration. Choose based on behavior. Ask based on learning. Prepare based on growth. If you approach it this way, you won't just find a mentor, you'll build momentum. The full workbook with the article, vocabulary, and exercises is in the description. Thank you for working through this with me. I'll see you in the next lesson.